can't tell me nothing. That's why when they be talking tough, I said, man, just say it. I done seen all that. Nigga said he wanna just go home.
Oh,
and his blanket. He's like, what?
What are you there for security?
You're never gonna be in this position.
I just want to go home and
I just want to be under my blanket. Oh, we gotta get out of here. God, you get me out of here.
Out there and make videos.
I just want to go home. I just want to be home.
Mase, say names.
You're a security crime behind the car.
People look at me as being bad boy security.
Got this blanket. You're like, what?
Oh, Gene Deal was crying for the blanket. Gene Deal was this, that, and the. Gene Deal was this, that, and the third. What are you there for security? What you think I'm going to be doing when you doing all that to Gene Deal? I bet you really don't want to know.
Filters, no fear. But this time, he took it to another level. During a recent live stream, Gene went off on Mase and Camron, saying what a lot of fans have been whispering for years. He accused them of twisting the truth about the streets, Puff, and the bad boy legacy.
Picture your facial reaction to watch this woman go home.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
If my security holding me down in Cali, is somebody, the #1 rapper in the world, get killed, you're telling you, I just need to want to go home. And the second top artist in the world, which is Mase, about to be #1. Nigga said, that's what I'm saying. I wonder his face, because I'm like, if y'all let me do that to Big, I don't stand. And they start running off by their mouth, trying to make airways and trying to make a show. Here go a grown-ass man, Mase and Camron, made suggestions to bad boy security. These clowns out here was gonna go out there and make videos. When you do stuff like that, you gotta know right now that people look at me as being bad boy security. You gotta be clear. As soon as that drop, you got 5 or 6 out there. Oh, Gene Deal was crying for the blanket. Gene Deal was this, that, and the. Gene Deal was this, that, and the third. You already know, Mase.
And when he started dropping names, things got tense fast. The chat blew up. People didn't know whether to agree or stay quiet, because Gene wasn't just talking, he was exposing. The tension started when Mase and Camron joked on their It Is What It Is show about old industry stories, especially involving Diddy and Biggie. Gene Deal, who was actually there during those days, didn't take it lightly. He said Mase had no right to rewrite history just to make himself look clean. He claimed,
if you gonna say something, be man and motherfucking never to name the name. When I tell a motherfucking story, Rick, I tell it with the name.
Everybody trying to go viral. Everybody trying to go viral. Everybody trying to go viral.
You doing all that stuff to Gene Deal. What do Gene Deal supposed to be doing while you doing all that? I bet you really don't want to know. What you think I'm going to be doing when you doing all that to Gene Deal? They can play if they want to, but if they know what I know, they better find somebody else to play with. I never had to tell Big them Keep it a buck. I never had to tell Big them I told Big to his face, if you go to this party tonight, one of y'all gonna die. Some people gonna die if you go to this party tonight.
that a lot of the people now playing innocent were the same ones who watched bad things happen and said nothing. That hit deep, because when Gene speaks, it comes from experience, not gossip. What made the situation worse was how personal it got. Gene said he once had love for Mase and Cam, but fame changed them. He called out what he described as fake brotherhood in hip-hop, where men preach loyalty online but turn their backs in real life. Fans started picking sides. Some said Gene...
Want to say something, Mase? Tell us why you didn't go. Mase, why you didn't go to the party? Mase, why you didn't go to the party?
Party? Because I was in a hotel with Brandy.
Why you didn't go? Brandy told you, you told me that Brandy told you, let's go to the party. Why you didn't go to the party?
I didn't go to the party because all y'all seem like snakes. And I'm not gonna be
So Mase, who told you, Mase, didn't I tell you, listen to him, Mase, let's keep it 100. When you was riding around,
Let me answer.
Go ahead.
Let me answer the question. You guys was the security. If somebody shot the biggest rapper in the world, why y'all didn't shoot back? Y'all had guns?
Mase, let me ask you something. I'm gonna get to that. Mase, one question. When you was riding around Cali with Stevie J, didn't I pull you to the side and say, what the fuck is you doing in a drop top Benz riding around with Stevie J around Cali? Did I say that to you? Mase? That's some
was bitter. Others said he was just saying what everyone else was scared to admit. The energy in the comments was wild, pure chaos. But in between all the shouting and emotion, Gene made a point that struck a chord. The truth don't need defending, only lies do. That line went viral within hours. Even those who didn't agree with him couldn't deny the power behind his words. Because no matter where you stand, there's some...
with a young lady.
And when you heard this information, what was your next actions?
My next actions? After what?
When you heard Biggie died, did you stay in your hotel room? Did you leave out? Did you want to go back to New York?
I actually was trapped in a hotel.
Now I want to ask a question. What do you mean trapped?
It was about probably like 70 or so bloods in the hallway. I couldn't even leave my room.
How'd you get out?
One of the guys.
Why would it be 70 bloods in your hallway after Biggie Smalls died?
Actually, after Big got killed, they was probably looking for more bad boy artists. And I couldn't even leave the room till Gene Dill, the officer had to come get me.
So he was trying to divert that whole conversation and make it seem like, so Gene, why you didn't shoot? Listen to me. It wasn't because Big wasn't my principal. And he knew the fact that we had blew the light and we was halfway down the block, crossed the light, and then when the first shot went off, our driver took straight off. I'm screaming at our driver because he was told that somebody was pointing a gun at Big and them. He should have just threw the car in reverse. He knew the whole story, my man, because me and him had a conversation on the phone. He the one told me, well, I was in the room with Brandy and Brandy was trying to get me out the room to come to the party. So I felt that was kind of weird. So she said Brandy was calling me trying to get me out the room to come to the party. Well, you was in the room with Brandy. How's she calling you to try to get you out the room to come to the party? You know what I'm saying? This was going through my mind. But Mase knew the whole situation.
Something raw about watching real emotion explode in real time, especially when it's about hip-hop history. The kind of history that built legacies and broke friendships. By the end of the live stream, one thing was clear. This wasn't just another social media argument. This was decades of tension spilling out in front of the world. Gene Deal reminded everyone that behind every headline, every rumor, every flashy interview, there's always a side we don't see. And sometimes, that side refuses to stay quiet anymore.
Knew that it's no way possible that I was able, being sideways in the car, because Puff, when I got in the car, Puff had put his seat back. Now I'm sideways in the car like this, and I'm cussing him out like, yo man, what the f is you doing? Why you got your seat back like this? We hear the shot, bow! Puff put his head down. I go to open the door, Kenny flies, going straight. So he knew the whole story. What I supposed to do? Put my gun out the window and just start shooting like this? When the car had already turned the corner, it came out of parking space. So he knew the story, bruh. He was trying to just divert the attention of, well, why security? So ask security, ask Big security, ask Paul, ask the LAPD. The LAPD officer that was right there, they was right behind. Paul was outside the car. Why didn't they shoot? Why when we turn back around and come down the street, that they way down the block? They coming back when we get back to the car. When we get back to the car, nobody's in Big's car. But Big, Mase knew this. Mase had this conversation. Him and Tone is like this. He knew me and Tone jumped in the car and chased after the guy. We couldn't catch him. He wanted to divert the attention from himself Because why didn't you tell Big that these dudes was trying to get at you, bruh? You had that conversation with with Puff, but you ain't had that conversation with Big. Big was your label mate. So people come on and talk, why you ain't shoot? Listen to me, bro. At that time, I was young, dumb, and full of cum. Anybody who really knows me know that they ain't gotta worry about nothing if it comes to the point where gunplay has to be a part of my security. I'm not gonna hesitate, because I never bodyguard anybody that I wasn't willing to lay down my life.